Hey YouTube, what is going on, guys? Foremost Eternal here, and I had this brilliant little idea while I was at work, because I wanted to kind of show you guys like things I do while I'm working on my season pass rank, and kind of share some tips and things I've learned over time to help you be a little bit more efficient while you're out grinding and while you're working on your season pass, and just out doing just whatever you want to do. Well, because this is something that I've had people ask me, how is that you hit rank 100 every single time? And you hit rank 100, rank 140, 150, and it's like I play the game, simple as that. But I've actually got a few tips and tricks that I wanted to share that will make the grind not as repetitive, not as mundane, not as boring even. All right. So it'll be less time in the tower getting what you need and less time getting your bounties and stuff all together. So with that being said, this is not one of those, oh, do this to be more efficient, do this to be, better at ranking up and leveling up. Now, this is just things that I've learned over time and things I figured out that I do on the regular. So, first of all, select your character. That's a given. Without that, the rest of this video ain't gonna make sense. Just putting that out there. All right. So, first thing I do is I'll go into my director and I'll look at I'll look at the strikes, and I'll look at the Singe and see what it is. Like, okay, so Arc Singe Brawler. So like Arc Singe for the week. I'll go to Crucible. Like if I was a PvP player, I would look at the Crucible playlist and see what it is. Okay. And see what's going on there. Now, you got your Gambit, all your Pinnacle stuff you can do. I'm going to say that's tip number one. Always check and see, like what your playlists are and what your sentences are, because that's going to segue into tip number two. All right. Now, tip number two. Get all the weapons that you will need and everything that you are going to need. Because that's going to be less time in the tower and less time, you're sitting there, oh, what am I going to need for the week? Like, grab an assortment of weapons that you're going to want to run. Okay. Like, I have Arc, Solar, Void. For sword bounties, rocket launcher bounties, grenade launcher bounties, machine gun bounties. Alright, grab all the weapons you're going to need. And this also applies if you do a lot of raiding too. I have everything that I need for a raid already on me. Not gonna lie, I put that as a warm just because that looked really spiffy. Alright, so grab everything you're going to need for what you're going to be doing. Like if you're a PvP player, grab all your weapons that you're going to need. Like if you're going to go like PvP, Gambit, Strikes, and the Nightfalls. Grab all your weapons and armor that you are going to need. That is going to be a really big thing, because I always try to keep everything I'm going to need on me and nothing I'm not going to need. That's actually my Volta glass grips. Alright. Now, next thing. When you're going and grabbing your bounties, here's the way I would do it. I would look for stuff that I could combine together, because not only are you going to be doing your seasonal challenges, but you can also combine bounties while you're doing that. Because you can like knock out a seasonal challenge and like 4 bounties at once. That could be like 2 or 3 ranks right there worth of XP. if done correctly. If not, it'd still be like a rank or a rank and a half even. That the choice is up to you. All right. Let's get loaded in, and I will actually start going around and I'll look and show you. Because you got Drifter's bounties, Shax's bounties, Zavala's bounties, Banshee's bounties. Look for ones that you can combine together to make into like a big chunk of XP. Just gain it in just bucket loads. Alright. So, let's go over here, take a look. Auto rifle, scout rifle, rocket launcher, void. See? 2 right there I can combine. Scout rifle, auto rifle. I can knock those out in a single run. There you go. Okay. Like when you pick those up as well. Take it easy. Come over here to Lord Shaxx if you're a PvP player. And see if it has any that you can combine with the that you can combine with, you know, your gunsmith bounties.
Be safe out there, Doc.
And then you can come over here to Zavala.
Good to have you back.
And, you know, repeat the same process again. Because as you just saw right there, 3 bounties in one. 3 bounties in a single run right there. Done. And of course your repeatables. Always check your repeatable bounties too. Because you never know. You could be like 4 or 5 bounties plus like a seasonal challenge. And your pinnacles also, when you complete one of your weekly challenges, that's also XP. So you could probably go up about 2 ranks, like 1/2 to like 3 ranks a day, or 3 ranks a week even. I want to say maybe 3 ranks a day, if done correctly, if done. But I'm also going to show you a little secret. Your ghost shell. Right there. Now, also, something I also want to add as well to this, to the whole XP thing. If you have the shared wisdom buff, cash in your bounties right there. It'd be like doing a raid or doing PvP. You know, I got a bunch of bounties. You could tell your fire team, like, hey, don't leave yet. Can I cash in these bounties while you guys are still here so I can get that shared wisdom? There you go. And watch the XP just start rolling in. Now, as I was saying about, you know, combining bounties. This is one that I cannot stress enough. I'm not much of a Gambit player because last time I played Gambit, I got banned for an hour and a half because of my use of Eyes of Tomorrow. So I just kind of lost interest in it, I guess you can say. But Drifter sometimes will have ones that, you know, you can kind of coincide with what you're trying to do, you know, for PvE, PvP, that you can also take care of as well. So
kill anything big lately?
all right. And of course, you know, always remember your weeklies and your repeatables. All right.
See you on your road.
And so I haven't really found much enjoyment in Gambit. I do enough of when I'm playing, when I'm doing the override missions. That's literally just how much gambit I do anymore. Not even gonna lie. Now, saying that, speaking of override, also, if you're doing stuff with your clan,
Chance.
this is something else that's going to help.
Tell your clanmates I said hi.
Like if you're Crucible, if you're, if you're hardcore Gambit, or if you're like me, a hardcore Raider. Alright.
See you soon.
I wanted to catch that while I was here thinking about it. Alright. On the subject of bounties and, combining them. Helm. This is one that I sometimes will overlook just out of a rush. Because I will get in such a hurry, I guess you can say, to get what I need to do and what I need to do done. But going back to my point about looking at the daily reset, that's when I get all the weapons we're going to need for strikes, all the stuff we're going to need for raiding. I'll get that all together right then. Alright. It takes a little bit sometimes to load. But if you can do that, knock out like 3 or 4 bounties in like a single, in like one objective. Like, 10 rocket kills, void calibration, like stuff like that. Get 10 power weapon kills in a strike. That's 3 bounties done right there. And if you have like a seasonal challenger, you got to get, heavy weapon kills in a strike, or heavy weapon kills. I mean, also, especially if you like me and enjoy the new override. There you go. Now, one sec. I had a sorry about that. I just had a list of stuff that I was going to talk about. Because when I do these, I'd make a list of the points I want to talk about and then just go from there. Next one. Grab you a drink or something. Like if you're going to be doing like 5, 6, 7 hour grind sessions, or you're going to be raiding a lot. Grab you a drink, stay hydrated. Grab you something to eat. Alright, grab you a little snack or something. Take you a break regularly. Alright? I know it's going to be some of you hardcore, grinders out there going to be like, why would you do that? It's beneficial. It prevents burnout. Alright? Also, I want to say definitely take care of stuff you need to do around your house before you do that. Because that can interfere with what you're doing and kind of throw you off balance a bit. But like usually, if I know I'm going to be off my day job that day, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do some grinding and I'm going to do some raiding, I will go get some bounties, and I'll go get all my stuff I need, go get all my bounties. I will get me some water, and then I will mix me up some sneak, which, by the way, I did a promo video talking about that as well on my channel. You can go look it up. Alright, go look them up. Good stuff. By the way, not advertisement. And then I'll have that there, start getting a little tired, take me a sip of that, and ready to go again. But if you start feeling tired, feeling groggy, feeling hungry, stop, take your rest. listen to music while you're doing it as well. And just be healthy about it. Be mindful about it, about yourself and what you know your limits are. Okay? What's up, Dom? I was actually recording a video. What's up? Give me a sec. But actually, Dom, I was doing 5 tips on, being a little bit more efficient on grinding for Destiny 2. Anything you want to add? Like grinding to be a little bit more efficient to where it's not as mundane. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't know if his voice is shared or not, YouTube, but he actually made a really good point. Like, say if you're working on Catalyst or if you're working on bounties, he actually pulled up a very good Lost Sector, Excess Guard 2A, or if you have a checkpoint in Shattered Throne, Throwaway, there's your good spot. For like grinding, working on Catalyst, working on bounties, and stuff like that. And I want to say, honestly, last 2 tips, set a goal for it. Do like, I want to get 5 levels done in a day. There you go. And this ties into number 6, what I'm fixing to say. Throw on some music, just throw on some music, have fun with it, and go. And before you know it, you'll hit those 5 levels and just be like, I did that 10 levels ago, what the hell? So, anyway. I actually already covered that. Yeah. And as he also said as well, because I don't know if his voice is shared or not, he grabs every bounty. And he just, as he goes along, he completes them. And like I was going back to as well, YouTube, like say if you want to hit, 5 levels a day, make that your goal. And then if you want to just keep pushing for more, you still got time, you still got, energy in yourself to go for it. But also this also goes back into number 6, make it fun. Try to do it in the most, fun way that you can. Like if you want to raid. If you want to do Gambit, do Gambit. If you want to do PvP, do PvP. If you want to do Nightfalls, burn through some Nightfalls. Burn through strikes. Whatever it would take to get your levels up and get your pinnacles and your XP that you need, go for it. Make it fun. Don't make it as boring and mundane as possible. Like if you have friends that need help, there you go. Or if you have friends that are like hardcore raid farmers and like hardcore speedrunners and raids, there you go. Because not only are you learning the raid as well, you're also seeing, some crazy new tactics you can use and new strategies you can use. It's a win-win for everybody. Trust me, I've done that with Garden. So, anyway, YouTube, I'm going to end this video here. So, as always, y'all take care, stay safe out there, God bless you, and have a good one.